Have you ever stood on a mountaintop and looked down on a literal sea of clouds, or watched a clear day suddenly erupt into a thunderstorm? This isn't a fantasy world. It's the Arkansas Ozarks, a region where rugged mountains create some of the most fascinating and bizarre weather you'll ever see. Let's explore the atmospheric magic hidden in these ancient hills. First, let's talk about the fog. The deep valleys of the Ozarks are famous for it. On clear, calm nights, cold, heavy air sinks down from the peaks, trapping moisture and forming thick valley fog. Come sunrise, places like the Buffalo River overlooks or the top of Mount Magazine offer a breathtaking view of a world blanketed in white, with only the highest ridges poking through. And in the fall, another type of fog appears. As cool air drifts over the still warm lakes and rivers, you'll see what looks like steam rising from the water. This is steam fog, and it's a photographer's dream. But the mountains do more than just create fog. They actively shape the weather. This is thanks to a process called orographic lift. When moist air from the Gulf of Mexico hits the Ozark Plateau, especially the tall Boston Mountains, it's forced upward. As that air rises, it cools and condenses, which can cause thunderstorms to literally spin up out of nowhere, even when the surrounding plains are calm. It's what locals call weather whiplash. 1 minute you're in sunshine, the next you're in a downpour. These mountains can also block weather fronts, leading to prolonged ice storms or days of heavy rain in one spot while a town just a few miles away stays dry. Things get even stranger when you look up. The Ozarks are a stage for some rare and beautiful optical illusions. Have you ever heard of light pillars? They're a stunning winter phenomenon. When the air gets incredibly cold, tiny, flat ice crystals drift down like fallen leaves. Light from streetlights or cars bounces off these crystals, creating vertical shafts of light that seem to shoot straight up into the sky. And after a powerful thunderstorm, you might spot Mameda's clouds. These eerie, pouch-like formations hanging from the base of a storm cloud signaled extreme turbulence in the atmosphere. They often accompany strange green or deep orange skies, a result of light scattering through the storm in unusual ways. Finally, let's talk about microclimates. In the Ozarks, the weather can change dramatically just by driving a few miles. High elevation ridges can be a full 5 degrees cooler than the valleys below. In winter, that small difference is everything. It can mean a cold rain in the valley, but a crippling ice storm on the ridge, coating every tree branch in a thick layer of ice. The landscape also creates natural wind tunnels. The low points between two peaks, cold saddles, can funnel wind and drastically increase its speed, creating intense gusts in one narrow corridor, while the surrounding areas are perfectly calm. From seas of fog and sudden storms to pillars of light and wild temperature swings, the Arkansas Ozarks are a living laboratory of weather. The next time you're hiking a ridge or driving through a valley, take a moment to look around. You might just witness a little bit of atmospheric magic. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more journeys into the wild and wonderful.